Hi, this is Lauren with laurenbrim.com, and today we are talking about casual sex. And I am going through a GQ article online that talks about the rules of casual sex, and I don't agree with most of them, but this next one I do agree with a little bit. It says control your portions, but I think that this often sort of gets misused. So what this article says is for casual relationships, the base, what you should be doing the most of is having sex, and you shouldn't be like doing brunch the next day and then dinner, and making it too datey or like relationship like, and to kind of control expectations. But that you can do like foreplay and showering and talking and watching TV and eating pastrami sandwiches, but like don't force someone to stay over and don't leave without saying goodbye. Like, okay, so there's some stuff that I agree with in that. I think that, again, going back to my first point, I think that if at the beginning you have a conversation where, you both know what this is, if the other person's still holding on to the fantasy, like they have to work through that, and you giving them a lot of your time or pulling away, you know, they're going to eventually have to come to the truth. And if you're very clear about what your truth is and very upfront about that, and they're transparent about that, like you can work through those fantasies. But I don't think that necessarily controlling how much time you spend with someone is going to do it. I think it just leaves the other person frustrated and might feel like, well, hey, this isn't what we negotiated. So for me, if I'm enjoying casual sex with someone, I might say I would like to see you twice a week, or because once a week isn't enough for me. Can we have sex twice a week, like once at my place, once at your place, or something like that? If they say yes, but then they try to like control the portions by not seeing me as much, or I don't know, not like texting so much in between, it just feels like, okay, I'm like trying to just have a friendship with you that involves sex. I'm not trying to like become your girlfriend just by seeing you twice a week versus once a week, or texting in between, and then you're like, oh, shouldn't text too much because I don't want to lead her on. You see what I mean? It's not authentic, and I think it feels shiza. And I think it's better to just be who you are. Confront your fantasies. Don't set up like really romantic activities with the sex as the after thing like you would in your relationship. Like the sex should be the center. But yeah, why not have drinks and talk and have a frickin' friendship, in the process. Like, I hate that we were like trying to like pull out the human part of casual sex and just have it be like genitals touching genitals. I mean, sure, that's fun sometimes, and for some people that might be all they need, but most humans desire more connection. And again, I wrote my dissertation on understanding male sexuality through what men do as sex workers, and they all want connection with the sex workers. They don't just want like a wham bam thank you ma'am. So men and women alike care. So but I do agree with the part that says don't sneak out, don't force someone to stay over. If there's again, you got to communicate. Hey, if you want to sleep over, I'm fine with that. Like, just like wake me up in the morning when you leave or something, or kiss me goodbye, or just don't leave your towel on the floor, or like whatever you need to communicate. Again, treat it like a friendship where you have sex, but it's still a friendship. And with some friends, after a couple hours hanging out, you're like, I want to go home, I'm tired, I want to go do something else. And other friends you could spend like 10 hours with because it's so much fun and so interesting. So again, communicate, negotiate that. That's all I have to say about this one. See you at the next video.